Hello everyone. So it's Tuesday morning and I'm out in Broadford Bay where I live. Here's a little view of the Broadford Bay. There you can see the little mountain there. There you go, mountain. So last night I hosted a secret session on Zoom for my audience who are children's activity providers to do my big reveal that I've been working on since September this year. So we are on Tuesday the 16th of December. Can't believe it's 2025. And I'm starting a vlog. I am going to be taking you on a journey with me over the next 12 months and onwards, where I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my business and I'm going to document the journey of what I'm building in 2025. So I've bought myself this fancy little gizmo here and I'm going to be doing recording daily content, going to be showing you what happens behind the scenes, what I'm doing, what I'm working on, the highs, the lows of running the business, so you can obviously get the real, the realities of running a business, a multi six-figure business. So last night, anyway, we hosted our session. So in September, I was already planning ahead for 2026. And I knew the business was going to have to look different from what it has looked this year. So I started this business 4 years ago. I've been in the online space for 4 years. Previously, before that, I was a franchisor and I was a master franchisee in the children's activity space. But for the last 4 years, I've been helping business owners to grow and scale their businesses in many, many different ways, through marketing and sales strategies, through franchising, licensing, building teams. And I knew this next year was going to have to be different so I could really propel myself up to the next level. I'm 50 years old, the clock is ticking. And if you're not 50 yet, you won't understand this. But when you do get to that age, you do start realizing that you have only got a certain amount of time left in your life, in terms of working. And I believe I only have 10 years left of energy to grow my business or grow the businesses that I'm doing right now. So you have cycles. And so I knew that I needed to really look at how I was going to propel myself over the next 10 years. And so I was looking ahead and I was thinking, right, how am I going to do that? I'm building a community. I absolutely love all the people I work with and I want to take them on a journey with me. And I've been doing that for 4 years. I've been building a community, building up the trust and doing all those things and helping thousands of business owners to help them make more money so they get to do what they love. And I want to continue doing that. I'm all about impact. I'm all about making a difference to people and their lives. And that's always been my shining light. And that's the thing that directs me to go forward. And so I wanted to continue building my community and doing all those things. But so I decided I want to build a whole system, an ecosystem. So in September, the first step to that was to create my own first accredited course, which was for children's activity business strategists. And there was a rationale behind it. There's only one of me, and I can't do all of the things I want to do with just me. And I knew I needed to build a team and start putting that in place in order to reach the aspirations that I've got for 2026. So I wrote an accredited course based around 9 pillars called the Impact System, and I brought on 19 business owners to help me with that mission. So they're going through training right now. They actually got their last week of training this week, and then they're going to be doing their case study where they've got to apply all their knowledge. So those people are going to be rolled out across the UK next year. So these people are going to be able to help more business owners grow and scale through one-to-one coaching, through mentoring, through local delivery, workshops, events, etc. So I'm really excited about that. So that was the first step I put in place. The second step was to create a platform, the first platform of its kind. So it is the UK's first Class Business Awards. So I really wanted to host my own event because 2026 is all going to be about in person and that whole connection. And over the years, I've been to so many people's events, and I've run small events myself, and I had an events background, so it made like a logical step for me to go and do that next. And so I decided, right, I'm going to create my own platform. And then the other thing I wanted to do was to run my own awards platform, because, like I said, over the years, I have entered so many awards. I've been nominees, I've been finalists, I've been a winner, I've been a judge. So I've seen all angles of awards. I've also seen all the benefits that awards bring for business owners in terms of their visibility, their confidence, like their SEO. Like, there's just so many benefits to awards. And I'm a firm believer that people should be recognised for the work that they've done. But I also really wanted to make sure what I was creating was solely focused on business. So they were going to be business awards. So they actually meant something. They were going to be recognisable. And that basically whoever wins, it's like prestigious. And literally they'll be able to place that logo on their websites or their social media content, wherever they want to put it, with pride, that they know that they have been through a stringent process to win that award. So that's what I'm building. So 2026, on the 10th of October, I'm going to be hosting the Class Business Awards, which is the first of its kind in the UK. It's going to be for class-based business owners who serve children, families, or adults. And so I was looking at how I could widen up what I was doing, because there's lots of already awards out there for children's activity providers. And I didn't want to be doing the same thing as everyone else. So I want to make sure that what I'm building is brand new, it builds a legacy for the future, and that basically we can help more business owners, because I can help pretty much any business owner really with their marketing and sales. So anyway, so last night, I've been working on this since September, and I've been keeping it under wraps. So in October we went out, and I was with my lovely ops manager, longtime friend Jade Hudspeth, who I've worked with for a long period of time. She was my ops manager when I was with Mess Around, and she worked with me in another business when we were franchisees. But Jade's always been solid as a rock, and she's been working with me for such a long period of time, and she's a trusted friend. And so we went out in October looking at venues. We went round to all the different places in Birmingham, checking out venues. And what was really interesting with that process is that we found one venue that's been used like multiple times for similar events. But what's so interesting, and I say this all the time with customer service, like, we went and met them. They didn't even know we were coming, even though we had booked an appointment. So that's the first red flag. Then, obviously, when we get there, the person that's showing us around, she didn't even really know the product, and she didn't even know really the answers to our questions. So she had to go and get someone else. So then they come round, and then when we were going through all the information, they're like, "Oh, we'll have to send you we'll have to send you an email with further information." To which they never did, and we were always following them up. So in the end, I was like, that was a big red flag for me. I was like, if they can't even like do this part, which is like give us the information of how much the thing's going to cost, then I can't even imagine what they're going to be like to deal with. And Jade was going to be doing a lot of the dealing with the venue, and so I didn't want her to be in a situation where she was getting friction and stuff from them. So I was like, right, that was a big out. And this is the thing, like, there was no trust there. So I was literally like, no, I'm not booking with them, we're not using them. We went to another venue, it was absolutely gorgeous, and absolutely fell in love with that venue, and I think it's going to be a longer term venue. And again, a few red flags were coming. They didn't want us to have the morning because they might book it out, which we couldn't quite understand how they were going to do that if we were going to have a massive event in the evening and AV needs to set up and everything else. So that just didn't make any sense. So then we went to a third venue on our way home, and this venue, it's their bread and butter. Conferences, awards, events, all the type of stuff they do. What we really love though, we get there, the guy meets us straight away. Like, he knew we were there, he was expecting us, and he showed us all around the venue. He even went and got us, he went downstairs to show us another awards event, all set up, ready to go that day. So we could actually see what was behind the scenes, see what it was actually going to look like. And then he actually went and got the AV team to come and meet us on site that day to discuss what the AV situation would look like. And they were responsive to our emails, sent us the information straight away, gave us all the pricing. And I was literally like, that's what customer service is about. Like, I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He's making me feel confident in the whole like booking process, because it's a massive event. We're looking to bring in like 250 people. It's a massive investment for me as well. So I need to make sure these people are on it. So he was giving us those vibes. So we decided that even though I was a bit concerned because it's at the National Conference Centre in Birmingham, which is like 5 minutes from Birmingham Airport, you have to taxi on and off or you drive, and that was a bit of a concern for me. But I was like, given the fact, he was like, there's taxis here, you just press the button, it goes. Like, given that they do it all the time, like, you know, 250, 300 people coming in and off sites, I was like, okay, they know what they're doing. I'm not going to let me stop, like, not book the venue because of that. So, yeah, we went ahead and we booked the venue. So that was in October. And then we've been, obviously, outreaching to partner sponsors. So we had to put together the whole package, what the awards were going to be, like what the packages were going to be, and then I've been in secret since October outreaching to partners, which has made it a little bit more difficult to obviously tell everyone what I'm doing, because I'm trying to be keeping it a secret. So I've been having loads of meetings and loads of calls with partner sponsors to talk about what I'm building, like to talk about the vision of what I'm trying to create. And that's been amazing, but it's been hard work because obviously usually I would announce something and then I would just go all in and tell everybody. I'd mark it like a pop star because that's what I'm known for. But not with this one. I've had to keep everything under wraps, under secret. So we've been doing that, and we're securing all our partners. We've secured headline sponsor. We've actually secured 10 partners, so I'm really, really chuffed at this stage to have done that. But I was like, I need to tell the audience, I need to tell all my audience, I need to tell my community what I'm building here. So we decided to do a secret session to tell everyone. Now, originally I was going to do it on YouTube, like a YouTube live, but I decided against that because I'm still learning how to use YouTube and I didn't want any technical glitches, so I decided to do it on Zoom. And we've been promoting it we promoted it for 2 weeks to tell everyone to come and join us for the secret session to celebrate 2025, do all the highlights from the year, because it's been an incredible year. Like, I know it's been a tough year in business for many people, but the work we've done with the Children's Activity Business Club that I've been doing for the last year has been incredible, and we've had such an impact. And I think it's so important to share, like, celebrate your successes. So I thought it was important to bring everyone together to do that, to go through all the highlights, to talk people through like when they joined us, because people have come in through all different points of the year for all the different events and programs that I run. So yeah, so last night we brought everyone together. We were celebrating all the success that we've had over the last year. And congratulations if you've made it through another year in business, because it's not easy. It's not been an easy year, particularly for class business owners. So if you've made it through this year unscathed, you survived. And as one of my clients said last night, I've survived and now I'm ready to thrive in 2026. Then well done, congratulations to you, because it's not easy. And so we came together last night, we went through all the highlights. It was just lovely seeing everyone's comments, telling us what they'd done on the Zoom chat, and like what they've enjoyed, where they've come in, what results they've got. And then obviously last night I was outlining my vision for 2026. And so we talked about like this year that I'm building community, my team of strategists are going to be out there doing their thing for us. That we're building the class-based network because I want to host more in-person events across the UK, but obviously I can't do it all, so my team of strategists are going to help me lead on that. We are going all in on YouTube this year because I really want to create like this type of content to show you what actually happens and what goes on in my head, so you can see what it's actually all about. So we're going all in on YouTube this year, and we are relaunching a new podcast because I have another podcast called Start, Grow, Scale Your Children's Activity Business, which is close to like 15,000 downloads, which just blows my mind. Like people are still like listening to that all the time. They come in for that. And we're going to launch a new podcast, which is the Class Business Podcast, which is all about storytelling for next year, because I want to tell the stories of all the partner sponsors, the judges, the nominees as they start coming in, all the finalists. And so before they even get to the event in October the 10th, I know them all, and I know every single person that's come through the process. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to be launching the podcast. But the icing on the cake, which was the awards part, is just a day of celebration where we bring it all together. And so that's what I was announcing to everyone last night, that we're going to see a big shift next year. We're going to be launching the Class Business Academy. Part of that academy will be the podcast, will be the awards, will be the accredited courses suite that I'm building. And basically we're going to be using next year for a year of storytelling, a year of connection, building community, and that literally just excites me so much. I can't wait to get started. So where I live right now, we've been building a studio. So the studio is nearly finished. All the acoustic walls have all gone up. We've still got some finishing off work to do, but by January we'll be ready to go. And that's going to be the recording studio, my office for next year. I can't, it's just unreal that we've gone on this journey where I started doing all my work in my bedroom. I was recording my podcast in my car, like literally from my mobile phone on GarageBand. And now we're moving into a studio from January onwards. And it just shows that you can do all of these things as well. You just have to get started. And that's what I did. Like when I first started my podcast, I was like, I'm not going to not having a microphone, not having all those things in place. I just started. Messy action's better than no action at all. And I literally just pressed record on GarageBand on my phone and recorded content. And look now, 15,000 downloads, it's been monetized, it's been sponsored, and now we're moving into a studio where I am going to do all the fancy things and have it all done properly. But I didn't let it hold me back. So yeah, anyway, last night was such a great night. I just loved telling everybody and seeing everyone on the call. And now the work starts, because now I've said I'm doing it, I've actually got to deliver. And so you're going to come on a journey with me over the next, through to the awards over the next year. And I'm going to tell you what's going on behind the scenes. And I'm going to take you through the whole process of me building the UK's first awards platform for class-based business owners. And I've never done this before, so I have no idea what's going to come. But I do know one thing, I've got experts around me, I've got people I'm working with to help me make it happen. Because that's what you need to do as well, my friends. You've got to be willing to learn from others and use other people's expertise to make all your things happen, because it can't just all happen on your own. Anyway, so I thought I'd just give you a little starting point of where we are, what's happening, why I'm doing this, and you'll also get to see a bit of Isla sky over the next 12 months through all the seasons. Anyway, I'm going to sign off right now. I will just record bits and pieces like throughout the week, and then my lovely partner is going to have the fun of editing all of this, putting it all together. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll catch you very soon.